Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Let we move towards the lecture of mathematics. Lecture number 5, chapter 2, real number. Now, in this lecture, we will discuss about the how to find the square root of a decimal by the prime factorization method. Decimal means point values by the prime factorization to find the square root of the decimal. Now we will discuss about the example 11, page number 27. Before the exercise 2.5 and after the exercise of 2.4. Page number 27, exercise example 11. We will do the prime factorization and find the square root of the decimal number. Now example 1 is how to find the square root of the decimal 0.64. Solution. First of all, 0.64 we remove the point. When we remove the point in the denominator, we got the 1, and for the 6 we put 0 in the denominator, and for the 4 we also put 0 in the denominator. So our required is 64 by 100. This is equal to the 0.64. We remove the point. For the point we write 1, and for the 6 we write 0 in the denominator, and for 4 we also write 0 in the denominator. So 64 by 100 is a required, which is equal to 0.64. If we take the square root, this is the symbol of square root. As you know that if you take the square root 64 by 100 square root, first of all do the LCM, means prime factorization, make the factor of 64. How to make the factor of 64? By the Lcm method. This is the prime factorization method. As you know about the Lcm method, when we make the factor of the 64, 2 32s are 64, 2 16s are 32, 2 8s are 16, 2 4s are 8, 2 2s are 4, and 2 1s are 2. These are the factors of 64. 2 multiply 2 multiply 2 multiply 2 multiply 2 and multiply 2. Now we will similarly make the factors of the 100. 2 multiply 2, 2 2s are 4, 4 5s are 20, 25s are 100. These are the factors of the 100, and we also take square root on this. These are the factors of the 64, and these are the factors of the 100. Okay. Now we separate the under root on the numerator and as well as the denominator. As you know that we make the pairs. 2 multiply 2, this is one pair. 2 multiply 2 means 2 square. Square and under root cancel. So our remaining term is 2. This is here. Now next pair is 2 multiply 2. Means 2 square, square and under root terms are cancelled. So remaining 2 is here. 2 multiply 2, which is equal to 2 square, square and under root cancel, remaining term is here 2. Now for the denominator, 2 multiply 2, 2 square, square and under root term cancel. Why square and under root term cancel? The value of the under root is 1 by 2. So square and under root terms cancel each other. So our remaining term is 2. 5 multiply 5, which is equal to 5 square. Square and under root cancel each other. So our remaining term is 5. So in the numerator we have given 2 multiply 2 multiply 2. And in the denominator we have given 2 multiply 5. 2 multiply 2, 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8. And in the denominator 2 multiply. So 8 by 10 is our required. 8 by 10, when we use in the decimal, this is our required answer is 0.8. 0 instead of 8, and for 1 we use a point. 0.8 is our required answer. We do a square root of a decimal. We do a method to find the square root of a decimal by using the prime factorization method. In prime factorization method, first of all, you will make a pair. I will repeat you again. 0.64 is equal to 64 by 100. For point, we write in the denominator 1, and for 6 we write 0 in the denominator, and for 4 we also write 0 in the denominator. 64 by 100, and we take square root on 64 by 100. Next step is we make a factors by using the LCM. We make a factor by using a LCM. So the factor of 64 is 2 multiplied to 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8, 8 2s are 16, 16 2s are 32, and 32 2s are 64. Now in the denominator, 2 multiplied to 4, 4 5s are 20, 25s are 100. These are the factors of the 100. So in the next slide, we separate the square root on the numerator as well as on the denominator. 2 multiply to 2 square, square and under root cancel each other. 2 multiply to 2 square, square and under root cancel each other, remaining term is 2. 2 multiply to square, 2 square, square and under root cancel each other, remaining term is 2. In the denominator, 2 multiply to 2 square, square and under root cancel each other. 5 multiply 5, 5 square, square and under root cancel each other, remaining term is 5. 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8. In the denominator, 2 5s are 10. So our required answer is 8 by 10, which is equal to 0.8. Now this is the method to find the square root of the decimal by the prime factorization method. As the name indicates that the prime factorization we make the factors. Okay. Now move towards the next example, example 12. Now similarly find the square root of the decimal 2.25 and 2.25. As we remove the point in the denominator, we write the 1, and for this 2 we write 0, and for this 5 we also write 0. So our required is 225 by 100. Okay. Next step is we take the square root as well as the numerator and the denominator. Square root on the numerator 225 square root, 100 square root. Now in the next step, we will make the factors. The factors are 225. 3's are 9, and 5's are 45. 45 5's are 225. These factors are by using the LCM method. And the next is factors of 100. 2 2's are 4, 4 5's are 20, and 25s are 100. So 3 into 3, which is equal to 3 square. Square and under root cancel each other, only 3 is remaining. 5 into 5, 5 square. Square and under root cancel each other. Similarly, 2 into 2, 2 square. Square and under root cancel each other. 5 into 5, 5 square. Square and under root cancel each other, only remaining 5. 3 5s are 15 and 2 5s are 10. 15 by 10. So our required answer is 1.5. This is, we find the square root of a decimal number by using the prime factorization method. Next is, we find the square root of the decimal. Next example is about the, we find the square root of the decimal by using the division method. By using the division method. So, example 13 is, find the square root of the 180.9025. 180.9025. 1 ones are 1 multiply 1, which is equal to 1. 1 minus 1 0. Next pair move downward 8 0. Now this one next step is, in the previous lecture we uses the long division method. So this one is multiplied with the 2. 2. So इस तरह करेंगे, ये जो 1 आएगा इसको क्या करेंगे, 2 के साथ मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे. ठीक है, हमेशा याद रखना है, ये जो इधर जो भी चीज़ आएगी, जो भी उसे 2 के साथ मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे. अभी 2 के साथ ऐसा फिगर ऐड करेंगे जो एटलीस्ट या तो इससे बड़ा ना हो, या विच इज इक्वल टू दिस, या आइदर इसके इक्वल हो या बड़ा ना हो. सो 23 जो हम 2 के साथ इधर लिखेंगे वही हमने इधर भी लिखना है. 23 multiply 3, which is equal to 69. 80 minus 69, which is equal to 11. Next, that 90 moves downward. Okay. Before the 90, we have the point. So we write it here. Okay. So 264 multiplied by 4, which is equal to 1056, which is equal to 1056. So when we add these, when we minus these, 1190 minus 1056, our remaining result is 134. And we move these pair towards downward, 25 downward. 2685 multiplied by 5, which is equal to minus 13425, which is equal to 0. So our square root of the 180.9025, which is equal to 13.45, it is equal to 13.45. Square root of the 180.9025, which is equal to 13. This is our required answer. Once again I repeat this question. Our question is to find the square root of the 180.9025 by using the division method. 180.9025. 1 multiply 1, which is equal to 1. 1 minus 1 0. We move toward 80 downward. This pair moves downward. हमेशा याद रखें, जो इधर आएगा उसे 1 को 2 से मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे. 2 1s are 2. सो जो भी नंबर 2 के साथ इधर ऐड होगा, जो भी इसके साथ ऐड होगा वो ही इधर लिखेंगे. 23 3s are 69. Okay. 80 minus 69, which is equal to 11. This pair moved downward, 90 moves downward. So 3 twos are 6, which is 2 is also present here, 26. So 26 के साथ हम कौन सा नंबर ऐड कर रहे हैं 4, which is also written here. 264 multiplied by 4, which is equal to 1056. If we subtract 1056 from 1190 minus 1056, which is equal to 134. So 25, this 25 moved downward. 13425. 4 twos are 8. 268. 268. So this is 5. We also write 5 here. 2685 multiply 5, which is equal to 13425. So our remaining result is 0. जो भी इधर आएगा जैसे इधर 1 आया, हमने पहले से क्या किया, 2 के साथ मल्टीप्लाई किया, 2 आ गया, फिर 3 हमने फैक्टर बनाया, 20 जो इधर 3 लिखा वो इधर लिखा, 23 मल्टीप्लाई 3 विच इज इक्वल टू 69. अभी देखें 23 आया था, अभी ने क्या करना है, ये जो 3 आएगा इसको 2 से मल्टीप्लाई करें, 23 मल्टीप्लाई 3 मल्टीप्लाई 2 6, 2 इसी तरह आ गया. ठीक है जी. 26 के साथ हमने क्या 4 को किया, 264 बनाया, 4 हमने इधर फिर लिखा, 264 मल्टीप्लाई 4 विच इज इक्वल टू 1056. ओके. फिर अभी 26 हो तो जो लास्ट डिजिट होगा, ये जैसे 4 था ऐसे इधर 3 था, हमने 2 के साथ मल्टीप्लाई कराया, 3 2 आर 6, ऐसे इधर 4 है, 4 2 आर 8, 268. जो इसके साथ ऐड करेंगे जैसे 5 किया, वही हम इधर भी लिखेंगे, 2685 मल्टीप्लाई बाय 5 विच इज इक्वल टू 13425. So our square root of the 180.9025, which is equal to 13.45. This is our required answer. Now move towards exercise 2.5. In exercise 2.5, find the square root of the following decimal by prime factorization method. We will find the square root of the following decimal by prime factorization method. Question 1 part 2 is 0.64. First of all, we remove the point 0.64. If we remove the point की जगह हमने 1 लगा दिया, 6 की जगह 0 लगा दिया, 4 की जगह 0 लगा दिया. In the numerator we have provided 64, and in the denominator we have provided 100. Next step is taking the square root on numerator as well as on the denominator. Square root on the numerator 64 under root. So on the denominator 100 under root. So next step is we will make a factors. The factor of 64 is in the numerator. 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8, 8 2s are 16, 16 2s are 32, 32 2s are 64. And in the denominator, 2 2s are 4, 4 5s are 20, and 25s are 100. These are the factors. How we could find these factors? By using the Lcm method. 2 multiply 2, 2 square and under root cancel each other. 2 multiply 2, 2 square and under root cancel each other. 2 multiply 2, 2 square and under root cancel each other. In the denominator, 2 multiply 2, 2 square and under root cancel each other, and remaining term is 2. 5 multiply 5, 5 square and under root cancel each other, remaining term is 5. In the numerator, we have given 2 multiply 2 multiply 2. And in the denominator, we have given 2 multiply 5. 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8. And in the denominator, we have given 2 multiply 5, which is equal to 10. 8 by 10. This 0 is used instead of 8, and this 1 is used for the point. So our required answer is 0.8. This is our required answer. Now we move towards question 1, part 6. 12.25. These we find the square root of the decimal by using the prime factorization method. We have to find the square root by using the prime factorization method. Now, part 6 is 12.25. Similarly, if we find the square root by using the prime factorization method. 12.25 पहला क्या है कि हमने पॉइंट को ख़त्म करना है. To remove the point, पॉइंट की जगह क्या कर लेना है, 1 लगा दिया. For 2 we use the 0 and for 5 we also put 0 in the denominator. In the numerator we will provide it 1, 2, 2, 5 and the denominator we will given 100. Next step क्या है? Next step is taking the square root on numerator as well as on the denominator. 1, 2, 2, 5 taking the square root, and for the denominator we also take the under root 100. Next step is by making the factor using the prime factor using the LCM. 5 multiply 5, 25. 7 multiply 7, 49. 49 multiply 25, which is equal to 1225. Now for the denominator 100, we will make the factor 2 multiply 2, 4. 4 5s are 20, 25s are, which is equal to 100. Okay, in prime factorization method, follow the step. First step is to remove the decimal point. डेसिमल पॉइंट को रिमूव करने का तरीका कार क्या है, पॉइंट को हटा के डिनोमिनेटर में 1 लिखें और फिर ऊपर देखें कितने डिजिट हैं पॉइंट के बाद, उनकी जगह आप क्या कर लें, 0 नीचे डिनोमिनेटर में लिख लें. नेक्स्ट स्टेप इज सिमिलरली write the square root on the numerator as well as on the denominator. Next step में क्या करना है, न्यूमरेटर पे भी स्क्वायर रूट ले लेना है as well as on the denominator पे भी. The third step is taking the LCM. LCM as well as on the numerator भी and denominator भी. LCM आपको find करना आता है. 1, 2, 2, 5 का LCM क्या है, 5, 5 multiply 7 multiply 7 and similarly 100 का 2 multiply 2 multiply 5 multiply 5. So as you know that 5 multiply 5, which is equal to 5 square. Square and under root cancel each other. 7 multiply 7, which is equal to 7 square. Square and under root cancel each other. So our required term in the numerator is 5 multiply 7, which is shown here. Okay. In the previous denominator, 2 multiply 2, which is equal to 2 square. Square and under root cancel each other. Only remaining term is 2. Similarly, 5 multiply 5, which is equal to 5 square. Square and under root cancel each other. So remaining term is 5. 2 multiply by 5. 7 5s are 35. 2 5s are 10. So our required answer is 35 by 10. So 0 we write instead of 5 and 1 for 1 we write the point here. 3.5 is our required answer. 0 के 5 की जगह आ गया और 1 के 1 इधर पॉइंट आ गया, 1 की जगह इधर पॉइंट आ गया. So our required answer is 3.5. Once again I will repeat your lecture. First of all, we see the example. We find the square root by of the decimal by using the prime factorization method. 0.64. First of all, we remove the point. Point को remove किया. Divided में 1 आ गया. 6 की जगह 0 आ गया. 4 की जगह भी 0. 64 by 100. Next step is taking the square root on numerator and denominator. 64 के ऊपर भी square root और 100 के ऊपर भी square root. Next step is we will make the factors. The factor of 64 is by using the Lcm method. 2 multiply 2, 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8, 8 2s are 16, 16 2s are 32, 32 2s are 64. Similarly, factor of 100 is 2 multiply 2, 4, 4 5s are 20, 25s are 100. Next step is making the pair. 2 multiply 2, 2 square. Square and under root cancel, remaining term is 2. 2 multiply 2 square. Square and under root term cancel each other, remaining term is 2. 2 multiply 2, 2 square. Square and under root term cancel, remaining term is 2. Similarly, as well as in the denominator, 2 multiply 2, 2 square, square under root cancel each other, remaining term is 2. 5 multiply 5, 5 square, square and under root term cancel each other, remaining term is 5. As you see here. 2 multiply 2 square and under root term cancel, remaining term is 2, which is written here. Next is 2 multiply 2 square and under root cancel, remaining term is written here too. 2 multiply 2 square and under root term cancel each other, remaining term is 2 here. 2 multiply 2, 2 square, square and under root cancel each other, remaining term is 2. 5 multiply 5, 5 square, square and under root cancel each other, remaining term is 5. 2 2s are 4, 4 2s are 8, divided by 5 2s are 10, 8 by 10. We write 8 instead of this 0, and for 1 we write the point. So our answer is 0.8. Next is example is similarly find the square root of the decimal by using the prime factorization method. 2.25. First of all, first step is to remove the point. And we remove the point. Point को remove किया 1 आया. इस 2 की जगह 0 लिख दिया. इस 5 की जगह भी 0 लिख दिया. 225 by 100. Next step is taking the square root on a numerator as well as denominator. Numerator upper part, denominator lower part करना है. 225 के ऊपर भी अंडर रूट लिख लिया. 100 के ऊपर भी अंडर रूट लिख लिया. Next step is to make the factor by using the LCM method. 225 के factor 3 3s are 9, 9 5s are 45, 45 multiply 5, which is equal to 225. On the dividend, denominator 2 2s are 4, 4 5s are 20, 20 multiply 5, which is equal to 100. 3 multiply 3, 3 square, square and under root cancel each other, remaining term is 3. 5 multiply 5, 5 square, square and under root cancel each other, remaining term is 5. 2 multiply 2, 2 square, square and under root cancel each other, remaining term is 2. 5 multiply 5, 5 square, square and under root cancel each other, remaining term is 5. 3 multiply 5, 15, 2 multiply 5, 10, 15 by 10. Our required answer is 1.5. Now, example 13 is the find the square root of the 180.9025 by using the division method. डिवीजन मेथड को यूज करते हुए डेसिमल का आप फैक्टर फाइंड करें, स्क्वायर रूट फाइंड करें. सॉरी 180.9025. So 1 multiply 1, which is written here 1. 1 minus 1 0. Next pair move downward 8 0. नेक्स्ट स्टेप क्या है, ये जो इधर 1 आएगा इसको क्या करना है, वो मल्टीप्लाई विद 2, 2 के साथ मल्टीप्लाई कर देना है. 2 1s are 2. 2 के साथ जो भी आपने इधर लिखना है वो ही आपने इधर भी लिखना है. इधर ऊपर 20, अभी हमने लेट्स सपोज 3 ऐड किया है. 23 multiply 3 69. 18 minus 69 which is equal to 11. नेक्स्ट पेयर मूव डाउनवर्ड 90. पॉइंट था, पॉइंट हमने इधर ऊपर लिख दिया. 90 को नीचे मूव करा दिया. 1190 आ गया. अभी देखें, मैंने आपको पहले बताया था जो भी इधर डिजिट आएगा, लास्ट डिजिट आएगा, उसको क्या करना है, 2 के साथ मल्टीप्लाई करना है. इधर 3 है, 3 multiply 2, 3 2s are 6, 26 हो गया. 26 के साथ जो भी आपने इधर फैक्टर लिखना है वही फैक्टर आपने ऊपर भी लिखना है. मीन्स 264 multiply by 4 which is equal to 1056. 1190 minus 1056, or required result is 13. We move this vector 134. We move this vector 25 downward, this pair downward. So मैंने आपको क्या कहा, ये जो लास्ट डिजिट होगा इसको क्या करना है, 2 से मल्टीप्लाई करना है. 4 multiply 2 8, 268 हो गया. जो इधर डिजिट ऐड करना है वही इधर लिखना है. 268 के साथ 5 लिखा है, 2685 मल्टीप्लाई बाय 5 क्या आया हमारे पास 13425। इन दोनों को माइनस किया, रिजल्ट इज 0। सो हमारा स्क्वायर रूट ऑफ 180.9025 क्या आया 13.45। ये हमने कौन से मेथड से किया, वी विल डू दिस बाय डिवीजन मेथड। तो सिमिलरली एक्सरसाइज के ये क्वेश्चन 2.5 question 1 part 2 and also part 6 is we will solve by prime factorization method. We will find the square root of the decimal number by the prime. We will discuss two methods in this. Find the square root of the decimal by prime factorization method and also find the square root of the decimal by the uh, division method. Okay, any question related to the topic, discuss in the chat please. Yes, any question related to the topic, discuss in the chat. Any question related to the topic, discuss in the chat. Any question related to the topic, discuss in the chat. So, if you have no questions, so our class is ended after 2 minutes. Any question related to the topic, discuss in the chat, please. So, our class is ended.